All right, we're going to go ahead and talk a bit about piecewise functions. So a piecewise function is just a function that's defined by two or more equations. And then each piece has its own domain, so its own part of the graph. So before we do that, let's first learn how to evaluate functions that are piecewise functions. So this is what they're going to look like. They're like little pieces. You'll have two pieces to it. And evaluating is actually not too bad. You just have to figure out which piece you use for each problem. So you only use one part at a time, or one equation at a time. First thing on this problem, notice how there's f of x and then there's also the g of x. You need to make sure that you match up the correct problem. So for letter A, since it's f of 3, we're going to use the f of x equation. So after we determine that, then we have to figure out if we're using this top negative 2x minus 4 or the 4x minus 9. And that's based off of the number that's inside the parentheses. So we've got 3. So all you have to do is ask yourself, is 3 less than or equal to 2, or is 3 greater than 2? Well, 3 is greater than 2, meaning we're going to use the 4x minus 9. So we're going to do 4 times 3 minus 9, or 12 minus 9, which is 3. So let's go to the next problem. Once again, we'll check to see if the functions match. They do, so they're both f's. And we have a 2 this time, so once again, we have to decide which of these two it matches with. So is 2 less than or equal to 2? In fact, it is, because it's equal to. So this one works, meaning we're going to use the top equation. So since we're using the top equation, we'll do negative 2 times 2 minus 4. So we're just putting that 2 in for the x. So that's negative 4 minus 4, or negative 8. You could just type that into a calculator if you want. So for letter C, we're using the g function, so watch out for that. And once again, we have to decide, are we using the top one or are we using the bottom one? And that's all based on this number inside here. So is negative 3 less than negative 2? Yes. And is negative 2 also less than negative 1? Yeah, it is. So we know we're going to be using this equation. So all this is true. So notice though, the top equation has no x's. That means your answer is just whatever that number is. So our answer is just 4. Super easy. Let's go to g of 0. Once again, let's see, is negative 3 less than 0? Yes. But is 0 less than negative 1? No. So let's go to the next one. Is 0 greater than or equal to negative 1? Yeah. So that works, meaning we're going to use the 2x minus 3. So I'll do 2 times 0 minus 3, because we're replacing that x with a 0. And that's just 0 minus 3, or negative 3.